Hey everyone, Tucker Carlson hates strip malls.
Who actually benefits from more dollar stores? The people who built the dollar stores. That's who benefits. And I don't know why they get to like wreck our landscape and destroy our country, build buildings, make everything ugly, desecrate God's creation, and no one says anything about it. And on the Republican Party, which is almost to the point where it's just useless, and I'm going to have to oppose it because they're just, I hate them too much, but because they're such betrayers. But anyway, in the Republican Party, it's like, you a socialist? Are you from Mondani? No, not really a socialist. Just I don't want any more dollar stores. I don't want high density housing in my neighborhood. I don't want any more strip malls that nobody goes to. No more karate studios and vape shops. Like, how about no? Oh, socialist? You don't believe in the free market because you bribed a county commissioner to build more garbage? You don't even live here? Mm-hmm. In a normal society, we'd like burn your strip mall down. You can't do that here.
I'm Rich Lowry of National Review, and wow, that is bizarre and hilarious. No, it's not socialism to hate strip malls and dollar stores. It is elitist claptrap. Oh, they don't look nice enough. Oh, who would go there and buy cheap goods? Russia doesn't have strip malls and dollar stores. You only think this way if you are blessed. Good for you. Blessed with a lifestyle that means you don't have to worry too much about how much you spend. The great advantage to dollar stores, and this should go without saying, but I guess it doesn't, is that they provide cheap goods to middle and low income Americans and young people just starting out. Now, dollar stores don't immiserate people. They don't make people low income or cash strapped, but they provide goods to that clientele, which is not overly worried about aesthetics, is not too proud to go to a dollar store at a strip mall, that just needs the cheap consumer goods and the food. There's no shame in that. If there weren't utility to their stores, if there wasn't a clientele who wanted them and welcomed them, they wouldn't exist in the first place. As for the look, yes, of course, strip malls don't look great. This is not exquisite architecture, but these are buildings that are built overwhelmingly on spec with the notion of what the potential rent is. And if it's going to be a business like dollar store or a concern like that, the rent is not going to be particularly high. So you can't spend a lot on the building. As for the dollar store itself, again, the customers by and large, they don't care about the architecture. That's not why they're there. And the whole point of the dollar store is to keep prices low, which means you don't want to spend a lot on rent and on the building. And finally, no, they don't look great. No one likes the big box style, if you can even call it a style, but it's very functional. I love beautiful architecture, but that doesn't mean that every building in America has to look, say, like the Massachusetts State House. And it would be wonderful if everyone could live in West Palm Beach or Beverly Hills, where all the retail is high end, but that's not America. That's not the reality of our country. And to think otherwise and care about aesthetics over the quality of life and the standard of living of people is incredibly out of touch. Even if you vaporize and burn down all the dollar stores in America, there's still a bunch of low margin businesses that are important to daily life that deserve to exist. Is the local dry cleaner going to be a fancy, architecturally sophisticated building? Is the Subway sandwich shop? Is the local pizzeria? Now, sure, that pizza joint is not a Michelin-starred restaurant, but that doesn't mean it doesn't have worth. That doesn't mean that people don't enjoy going there. That doesn't mean that people don't like the za. Sure, it'd be better if everyone could go to the high-end chain Eataly. I think there's one of these being developed in West Palm Beach as we speak in a high-end shopping area, but that's not most of America. It'd be even better if everyone could go to Rayo's, the storied Italian restaurant in Manhattan where all the great and good go to see and be seen, but that's not America either. And what is this notion that strip malls desecrate God's creation? Does Carlson not realize that strip malls are built off of highways and other prominent thoroughfares next to things like gas stations? Are they desecrating God's creation too? It's not as though strip malls are being built in the middle of the Everglades or in the middle of the Black Hills. And then there's the issue of prices. They are really hurting people in this economy. It is one of the main sources of economic discontent in this country, and dollar stores and the like provide an escape valve for average Americans from this inflationary environment that we've experienced in recent years. Now, clearly, Tucker Carlson does not understand the need for discount retail or thinks that all discount retail buildings should be built by James McCreary, who's building the White House ballroom. But that is a preposterous fantasy. All this shows, if nothing else, Tucker Carlson desperately needs to get out more. I'm Rich Lowry, over and out.